Best of r/ChoosingBeggars episode 46. Subscribe for Reddit videos daily. So this happened a long time ago. I had an old scooter that I wanted to sell since I had bought a car and got my actual driver's license, so I didn't need it anymore. It still worked well, always took really good care of it, and the mileage wasn't that bad either. I even just replaced the exhaust, which put me back alone for around €100. The scooter had cost €1,500 when I bought it, and I wanted $500 for it. To the best of my memory, the exchange went something like this. Exchange through text messages. CB, is the scooter still available? Me, yes, it is. I'll give you $200 for it. Thank you. Next. So this happened a long time ago. I had an old scooter that I wanted to sell since I had bought a car and got my actual driver's license, so I didn't need it anymore. It still worked well, always took really good care of it, and the mileage wasn't that bad either. I even just replaced the exhaust, which put me back alone for around €100. The scooter had cost €1,500 when I bought it, and I wanted $500 for it. To the best of my memory, the exchange went something like this. Exchange through text messages. CB, is the scooter still available? Me, yes, it is. I'll give you $200 for it. Thank you. Next. We live in the Philippines and this happened in Manila. So my CB aunt found out I was going to our hometown, which requires taking a bus that goes in a boat and takes us to the island our hometown is in. My aunt lives in a neighborhood with winding streets and her house is located on an incline that only trikes can pass through. My aunt called me 3 days before I'll leave and begs me to take her as she can't afford it and that she'd really appreciate it. I'm renting a large van and I find one extra person for the trip is okay. I tell her to wait for us at a gas station near her house that we can stop by and gas up. The day of the trip and we arrive at the gas station after a 5-hour trip. We have to go to the port to take the ship and I look around and can't see my aunt. I ask the relatives I'm going with if we can pick her up at her place, but I am assured that we won't be allowed entry and that even if we go in, the path is too narrow and winding to drive through. I call her. Me. Hey, where are you? Aunt, I'm at my house, waiting for you to pick me up. Me. I told you to get to the gas station and wait for us there. Aunt, I kinda want you to pick me up. I'm outside my house. Me. I can't take the car there. Look, just take a trike to take you here and I'll pay for it. Do you have a lot of luggage? Aunt, no, we each only took one bag. Me, who's we? Aunt, my friends, they wanted to come too. It then hit me why she wants me to pick her up. She wants to show off herself to her friends and neighbors, something my closest cousin who's with me has always told me. Me, how many are you now? Aunt, there's 6 of us. Me, Jesus. We can only have 7 people with us. You make number 7. I can't take your friends and I told you not pack a lot because we have a lot of luggage. Aunt, don't yell at me. And don't swear. You gotta be an asshole now. You make me look like an idiot and then swear at me. You and your mom are the same. Bunch of assholes, the two of you. I'm angry at her but I refuse to escalate it and try to play friendly. Me, look, I can't take your friends, but I'll pay for their trip, so just get here and I'll give you the money for the tickets and food so we can all go. Aunt, no, fuck you. Pick me up or just fuck off. I try to explain to her and even offer her more money, but she kept telling to fuck off and insult my mom and I. So, I hang up on her and we leave for the port. It's not until I'm on the boat that I get a message from her. I left the gas station at 9 AM. She and her group arrived there via trikes at 10:30 AM. She has it, Captain Arsehole nephew promised me a free vacay but then told us to fuck off, with her giving an angry selfie. She came down later and called me ordering me to send her the money and maybe she'll forgive me. I just told her I'm having a nice vacay. Thank you. Next. TLDR at bottom. My very first job was at Jack in the Box. I was 17 and it was 1995, and one Thursday night, I was manning the fry station. It was a graveyard shift and it was getting close to Bar Rush Chico. CA is a college town with many bars, so I was getting ready for the 1-2 hour onslaught that was to follow. Now after about 45 minutes in, it was pretty busy but not too busy, so my shift leader asked me to stop the fry station and start with the night cleaning and he would take over on the fry station. Sounds good, I said. I would much rather be in the back doing the dishes and prep work because no one bothers me. When all of a sudden I hear it over the headset in a shrill "I demand to speak to your manager" voice. We all had one to hear orders from drive-thru yet. I would like 200 tacos please. They had, and still have, 2 regular tacos for 99 cents. I was freaked. I quickly poked my head out and asked, did I hear that right? 200 tacos? The shift leader says $K. Get out here and help now. Now we can only make up to 10 tacos at a time. Each batch takes 130 in the fryer. So I'm thinking of ways to maybe jerry-rig some fry baskets so we can make more of them. We asked her to park, being it was going to take at least 25 minutes to make all of these. I hear her shouting in the drive-thru window, "No, I will not park. I want my tacos. I have a party to get to and I promised the food and I am already running late." The drive-thru gal is pleading with her to park as every minute she stays there hurts our average time. The boss does not like it when the average is over 3:30. The lady in the van shouts, "Where is your manager? I have been waiting long enough already." She had been waiting for 6 minutes and we had just barely broken taco number 36. The shift leader goes to the window and asks her to calm down and that normally when these large orders are placed, they would be called in at least 30 minutes in advance. She once again yells in the window, "Well, I'll park over there, but if you are not ready in 10 minutes he'll be right back here, and I demand a cheesecake for my trouble." The shift leader hands her a slice of cheesecake from the little fridge down below. This satisfies her for the moment and she continues to the parking lot. I'm standing there freaking out. At the moment I'm the only one making these tacos, and putting the toppings on them when they immediately come up from the fryer is quite painful. Hot grease. I have lost all track of time at this point. There is lettuce and taco sauce everywhere. A couple rogue tacos were on the floor. I'm pumping them out as fast as I can. By the time I'm done making 10 tacos, the next 10 are done with the fryer. I put them in bags, dump the tacos on the prep area, put another 10 in and continue. I guess it has been 10 minutes because Karen is now in the lobby at the counter. "Where the $K are my tacos? I've been here forever. Where are my %% tacos?" The shift leader approaches the counter. "They are almost done. Please be a little more patient. We will bring them all out to you as soon as we can. Remember, they are handling other orders while I'm taking care of these damn tacos." And bar rushes in full swing. Karen shouts again, "Well, hurry the $CK up. You all are useless. I swear to God I am going to be here first thing in the morning to tell you, manager, what awful service I am getting." She then leaves back to her car. I'm still pumping tacos out. I lost count a long time ago. I have no idea how many more I have of these to make, when the shift leader says to me, "Whoa, Eric, you can stop now. You have made 20 tacos over." He asks me to run them out to Karen in the parking lot, then take my 10-minute break to cool off. I head out with several bags and head to her van. She looks at me and yells, "It's about $% time. I have been here over an hour." It had been just under 30 minutes. She swipes the bags like 5 at a time. She pulls one of the tacos out to eat it. Before she takes a bite she looks at it, then goes nuclear. $% said no cheese. I am lactose intolerant, and I told the guests of my party that I would be bring them a lactose-free meal. I want a refund. And you will make all of these over again with no cheese. I quickly run back in. Did she really say she didn't want cheese on her tacos? The shift leader looks puzzled and asks the drive-thru girl. She says no, the receipt doesn't say anything about no cheese and nor does the order screen. I sure as hell didn't hear no cheese over the headset. The shift leader and I head back out to her. He says calmly, "You never said anything about not wanting cheese on those tacos. I'm sorry, but there is nothing we can do and you are not entitled to a refund." She goes nuclear again. "I know what I got," said. I said no %, cheese. Now make me new tacos with no cheese. Get me a refund and I am keeping these others just for wasting my time. The shift leader says, "I'm sorry, but you really didn't say anything about not wanting cheese. Every employee in there never heard no cheese over their headset. I can't give you a refund on such a large order as we didn't do anything wrong. Now I must ask you to leave as we have other customers to serve." She yells again, "How dare you? Do you know WHOIAM? I'll have your job for this." She quickly starts her van, throws it in reverse and peels backwards. crashing into a trash can and almost hitting the shift leader. He heads back in and I take my 10-minute break, sucking down 2 cigarettes back to back before heading back in. I know I was 17 and smoking at the time. I smoked since I was 13. Don't judge. We finish the bar rush with no other issues and finish the shift. I head home. At around 11 AM I get a call from the main manager asking me for my side of what happened last night. I guess Karen had called and told her that she had called in an order for 200 tacos a good 45 minutes before showing up for them, asking for no cheese over the phone. We made her wait for almost 2 hours and gave her cold food, also saying that everyone was cussing her out and being very disrespectful. I told her exactly what happened and my story lined up with the shift leader, the drive-through gal, the grill guy and the guy that was there just for truck delivery. Nothing more happened. Karen was banned from not only our location but we called other fast food chains in town, including our competitors, explaining what had happened the night prior. I don't know if she was banned from other places, but definitely wasn't welcome back at Jack in the Box in our town. This was in 1995 though, who knows what now. ETATLDR. Sorry. Karen comes to drive through, orders a huge amount of food, gets pissy when asked to park and wait, comes in to complain some more, demands entire order gets remade and full refund because of error on her part, lies to main manager. Thank you. Next. My girlfriend just told me this story on Valentine's Day. A couple of girls were talking at the university cafeteria today. One girl started saying that her boyfriend bought her 12 roses for Valentine's Day but took 2 flowers to give to his mother. The girl was really mad and was saying, if he's gonna buy me only 12 flowers, might as well not buy any at all, to her friends. All her friends were agreeing with her. My girlfriend was as surprised as I was to hear that. But there's more. Another girl in the group then said if my boyfriend doesn't take me out to a restaurant for Valentine's Day, then I shouldn't waste my time doing nothing on Valentine's Day with him. A few of the other girls were also choosing beggars with chocolate and flowers. I hope most people see a problem in this. Sorry for my English. Have a great Valentine's Day with your loved ones. That's what's important. Thank you. Next. So today I, 43/F, was shopping at Costco. Just odd and ends. Being Valentine's Day they had large end caps of flowers. I decided to buy myself a bouquet of roses, $15 for 2 dozen. 2 young boys picked a bouquet and presented it to their mom, soon to be CB. Mom first says put them back because they'll stink up the house. Kids insist. Mom then says they can't afford it because of one of the boys lost his mittens this week. Kid seemed heartbroken. Older boy cries. So I go through checkout and have them do a separate order and rescan my flowers. Then bring the paid slip to the boys and mom. Me. Hey, here's my gift to you today. All paid for. Just show the receipt at the register when you go through. CB. Oh, that's so nice. But can you return it and buy the bigger arrangement? $30. Me. That's the one your boys picked out. CB. But the larger one is what I deserve and it's only a little more. Me. If you don't want the roses I can give them to someone else. CB. What about a bag of chocolate and the smaller bouquet? Me. Number. Have a nice day. I walk 5 feet over. Noticed another mom and kids. Made the same gesture. Received a big hug and was on my way. TLDR. Bought a bouquet of 2 dozen roses for a CB. She wanted a bigger arrangement. Thank you. Next. I'm an expat living in SE Asia, in a small local village. There's loads of kids in the village, playing around, riding their bikes, all that. I know most of them by sight, if not by name. 2 little guys, who I know by sight, walked by yesterday. Friday is a non-school day. I was sitting out on my patio drinking a can of soda water. Club soda? One of them asked me for a drink. No worries. I went into the house and bought out a bottle of water. Plain water. Little guy doesn't want water. He wants the soda water. I can speak conversationally, so I tell him that I can only give him plain water. We talk back and forth that I'm happy to give them a drink. It's bloody hot, but not soda water. He eventually says okay, thanks, takes the water and has a swig. I turn back to my patio, and I hear a thud, followed by laughter. So I look back and the little fella has thrown the bottle back over my fence and the 2 of them are running away, laughing hysterically. Apparently plain water is too plain. It was too cute to be upset about.